up, you guys? It's EverQuest Studios, and we're back again with another video. So today I'm doing the model horses I regret buying tag, but you guys voted for this on Instagram. If you do not follow me on Instagram, I very much recommend you do. I'm a lot more active on there, even when I'm not active. So I only have like 4 models, because if I don't like a model, I sell it. So yeah. None of these models were gifts. I bought all of them with my own money over a span of a couple years, and I just either haven't gotten around to selling them, have future plans for them, or just half the time forget they're in my collection. So number 1 is this guy, and if you don't know who he is the original Let's Go Racing horse, and they did just revamp him, and now he's a chestnut. I bought this set for the tack and the doll. I never liked this horse. I don't really like the mold. I don't like how he's just black. The only cute thing about him is like his heart-shaped forehead marking. You know, he's boring. He's just, yeah, I haven't gotten around to selling him or doing anything with him. I forget he exists because I never look at him, because where he is on my shelves, I forget some models exist. Oops. But yeah, he's just boring. And so horse number 2 is Shameless plus, I don't know how many pluses are. And story behind him is I bought him to buy him, basically. I like the real horse, and the real horse has small detailings of like flea bits and stuff, very minimum, but they're still there. And when I bought him, he came with black dots all over his offside, like, so I used him as my 2015 signing horse. The only good thing about, like, Breyer tried with the detailed eyes and they glossed his hooves, but otherwise he's boring. I didn't get one with good shading either. So horse number 3 is this guy, and if you do not know him, he is the Lusitano. He is on the Esprit mold, and it's the same kind of situation with Shameless. I kind of just bought him to buy him. I was younger. It was my first Breyer Fest. You know, I wanted all the regular ones that year. But because I do not like this mold because it is so weird. It's also very impractical to film with because of his mane and how his head's turned. So like that's more difficult, which sucks though, because he's such a pretty color, and mine especially, like, he has really nice subtle dappling, and really nice shading and stuff. But this mold, like, I'm glad Breyer finally came out with another good Andalusian mold. I hate this mold. It doesn't show well. It's impractical. This guy also came with this mark right there, which I could have looked past, like, nowadays, but I bought him because he's such a pretty color. Such a pretty color. I wish Breyer would do this color on a different mold. So, little thing about my last horse before you see her and go to the comments and type furiously about anything. I do not regret the actual horse. I regret my ignorance and not knowing you can return them at the time, and a little bit of the circumstances that like kind of led to me getting her and stuff like that. And so yeah, just for that. Okay. I love this mold. I love this mold so much. This horse is one of my favorites on this mold, and I have her in gloss up on my shelf. But when I got her at Breyer Fest 2013, she came with flaws and scratches and a bunch of stuff wrong with her. And I was 9, 10, 11 at the time, and it was my first Briar Fest, and I did not know you could return them. So, and at the time, you know, I was younger, I still played with my models, all of that, and she was my favorite variation, so I was happy, you know? I was, now it's like, what am I going to do with her? So, my plans are to get her customized into my real horse. And also, at my first Briar Fest, for my first special run time, I got really bad, like, place in line. I was, like, all the way at the back, you know, so I didn't get any models at that time. And now that I look back at it, and I'm like, you're so stupid, why didn't you? Because Two-Step and Ryman were also on my wish list, and I'm looking to probably get them secondhand in the future, because I was just not smart about it. I didn't go to Briar Fest having a full plan, you know, and like my past 2 Briar Fests, I've had much better plan, you know, I know what I'm going to get if I can't get that horse or that horse, you know, I know how it works more. So, yeah. So, a little tip if you're going to Briar Fest and it might be your first time, have backup models. It might not be your favorite, but you can get it anyway, and then worst comes to worst, you resell it. And then you have the money to buy the model you wanted. So yeah, don't regret the actual horse, just regret the condition she came in, the conditions that I got her like in, and all of that, and like my choices at that Briar Fest. So, and like it's not anybody else's fault, it was mine. I was a young collector. I had only been fully seriously collecting for like a year and a half, like seriously collecting. I had Briars before that, you know, I had Briars growing up all throughout my life as play horses. My first Briar was my mom's first Briar, you know, it's stuff like that. And alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Those are the models I regret buying, and there's not a lot of them because a lot of the times if I don't like it, I sell it unless I forget it exists or I have plans to get it customized. So that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe if you like some of my other stuff. Check out some of my other stuff if you might have liked this video, or if you want to see some other videos that are a little bit better. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.